What's going down, guys? So I want to give a big shout out to the surfer for helping me with this video. He did some editing and stuff for me to make it the best that we can do. And it's a gym. So I was going through my archives. I have a bunch of videos. I've done a lot of work on this. I've talked to a lot of people. And I was going and I found this old interview. And the stuff that comes out in that video, and if you pay attention to the chat, it's totally mind-blowing. And I think everybody needs to see it again. Some of the stuff that's talked about is just out of this world. People in the comments, the lady I'm interviewing is just super crazy. So I am going to be doing this to more videos, but some of the stuff in this video that you're going to see here in a minute is just, I don't know, you make the call. You tell me in the comments what you think about this video. It's been a little over a year since this interview. We've came a long way in our investigation. And I watched it a few times today, and I'm just blown away. Totally blown away. And you can even tell by some of my facial expressions during this interview, is just super crazy. So if you need to watch it a couple times, look at the chat, see what people are saying, and you make your judgment call on what really happened that night. Go through the comments. Find this video in my archive and look at all the comments. It is just totally informational. And you guys will see what I'm talking about. I have done a lot of work on Vegas. Helped a lot of other channels out. I was the first one to bring in victims. The first ones to do live streams. So you guys watch this video. You guys tell me what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank the surfer for all of his work, helping me out today. And check this video guys out. Hammer down, Farmers for Truth. And let me know in the comments what you think. What's going down, guys? So I'm gonna give a few minutes for people to jump on, and then I will call Maureen. Actually, I'll get her on the line. Hi, Maggie. Let's hope she answers. Hammer down.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach
you gotta
has
be
a voicemail
kidding me.
box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call.
I just talked to her. Let's try again. Oh, I wonder if it's because she doesn't know my what is going on here? Yeah, I seen the new video. What do you guys think about the video of Paddock? Do you guys think it's legit? Do you think it's his whole stay there? Let me try to get this going. I think we're having technical difficulties. I don't think so either, Corey. Okay, Alan, but it doesn't even look like the same guy. The guy in the video looks way taller than 6'4", too.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to
Oh my God, this is...
that has not been set up yet. Please.
I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll just do a live on the video. Let's see how it starts out. So let's start it out like this, and maybe she'll call me back. Maybe she just doesn't. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna message her real quick. She's a super nice lady. Her husband was shot there. I'm gonna message her and let her know that it's me. Because she was probably expecting my number. Let's see if she calls back. FBI probably shut her phone off. Anyways, okay, so let's give her a few minutes and I'll try calling her back. But okay, so why would the MGM give the video to the New York Times? Why give it to them? Can somebody answer that? Hi. Right. How do I get the comments to say so I can read them all? Well, yeah, they have to give it to somebody first, but and the whole thing is the guy's like a rich guy. He's going to different casinos. Why wear the same clothes? He only packed 3 shirts the whole trip. So I don't understand that. To me, take Top Chat off of. Oh, I got you. So let me try to switch that. Okay, now I lost all messages. Maybe so, not sure, maybe so. But if the guy, but one thing I did notice, they did show on the luggage cart, and they showed the styrofoam cooler, and you could see that the lid's not on all the way, and like the black flowers are maybe in there keeping the lid up. But some of those bags aren't even heavy. You can see the bellhop just pitching them, so they can't be like full of. And another thing too, I looked for the baggage that had the markings that they show in the room with all the magazines. You can't see it. Yeah, maybe so, Ellen. Maybe so, but some of the ones they show, they look exactly the same, so I don't know. I bet Paddock didn't even know what was in those. Maybe so. Maybe so. We need to go get that owl, Aaron. We need to go check out that owl. And it's so there's so many sketchy things about that thing, but I don't know, maybe it's because we're looking at it wrong. I don't know. It's like we want to keep my little girl made this at preschool. X is for exit. I don't know. That lady's not. Maureen's not calling me back. So Mandalay Bay doesn't have surveillance in color? See, some of it was in color though, right? I mean, the ones at the gift desk or the gift thing was in color. I agree, his face was obscured and not perfect, you know. Let me try calling Maureen while you guys... What's up, Sleep Dep? Me and Aaron were just talking that we're going to go get that owl in front of Paddock's house. This is kind of awesome. We need to get... Maybe somebody start a topic. Yeah, Aaron, I'm down. I'm down. I'm so down. Let me try giving her a call. And, hey, Corey Laco, did you get your prize? Your raffle winner and your prize for my wife's jewelry? Let's see if she answers. Corey Laco, can you hear me? Don't get caught.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again.
Oh my God, I might have to set up the interview for another day. Maybe she got busy. She told me to call, so that's how the cookie crumbles. I'm actually like in a break of the storm right now, or I don't think I would have been able to do the live anyways. This last night we got hammered with rain. We had like 60-mile-an-hour winds, and oh, okay, Corey, cool. Yeah, check the post office. But and then it snowed. I took my little girl to preschool this morning, and it was raining on us all the way there. And as soon as we got there, it was like blizzard conditions, started snowing, and we got a few inches in like an hour, and it was pretty bad. The snow plows weren't out, and it was pretty dangerous coming back on the road. But yeah, Sleep Dep, we're actually, me and Sleep Dep are working on we're working on the door and all the debris on the room to see if that comes out legit. We have somebody in Vegas getting the exact same door because nobody knows exactly what door it is, so everybody can speculate, but we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna get to the bottom of the door. And I can guarantee you 34 shots through a door doesn't equal 200 strikes. That's my next test. I just haven't had any weather for it. I'm gonna do another door breach test, and I have some other things too. Uh-oh. Let's see. Here she is, I think. Hi, Maureen.
Hey,
Hey, Maureen, how's it going?
good. How are you?
Good. It's very good to talk to you. I haven't talked to you much before, but it's great to talk to you. And so what I wanted to talk about is just kind of let you talk at first, and I want you to tell us like your story on how it happened, on what you seen.
Okay. Well, might be easier if you ask questions.
Okay.
So I can start with how far back do you want me to start?
Well, I don't want to touch on anything that's going to get too emotional or a place that you don't want to go to. But you said your husband was shot, correct?
Yeah, we have been going to Vegas for forever, for a long time, and we are platinum members, so we got VIP tickets, and we stayed. You know the VIP booth that if you're looking at the stage. That are on the left-hand side, looking at the stage. Okay, we were in section 8, and for most of the weekend, we were on the very top in the section that's closest to the stage.
Right, so you were the second level up?
What's that?
You were the second level up?
The third level up. So it's the...
Oh, okay.
The unit's 3 levels, and we were on the very, very top.
Okay.
So we didn't have covers. As a matter of fact, on my Facebook page, right before we went down into the crowd, Big and Easy was playing, and it was absolutely phenomenal. They were just they were incredible, and the crowd was. I know you saw the video.
Right.
And so we took a picture, and you can see Jason Aldean's trailer right behind me, and I had to get down into the crowd just because it was just inspiring. It was phenomenal. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. And so we went down, and of course we had to get drinks. You know, we're all drinking. And so we found our way, and where the stage comes out, and you know how they walk out, well, we were a little away from that, maybe 3 rows up from there, and just kind of got blended right into the crowd from there.
Okay. Now let me stop you right there for a minute. So when the shooting started, did you hear like the single shots before that you can hear on different videos, or was that something that was kind of drowned out, or what's your take on that?
You know, I think hindsight we heard them, but you kind of thought it was fireworks, didn't really pay that much attention to it. The first set, you know, we said something about it. No.
Okay, so at what point was your husband shot, if you don't mind talking about it?
He got shot at the very beginning of the second volley of fire. So when the first main volley started, we looked at each other, and then we started looking at the crowd, and the crowd to our right started kind of not dancing around but moving around, and some of them went on the ground, and we were kind of like, my husband said to me, at a festival like this, you know, what kind of dumbass would do something like that?
Right.
And right. and we were just, you know, there was no doubt in our mind it was fireworks at that point. And then it stopped, and then the second volley went off. My husband immediately looked up, and I was looking down because people were really starting to go down onto the ground at that point. And I was, you know, trying to find where it was, what was going on with these people. And my husband's looking up, and he immediately turns. It wasn't even a minute. It was, you know, 15, 20 seconds later, and he yells to me, I've been shot, get down, and kind of pushes me, pulls me down, and covers me. And
where was he hit?
My head goes down. What's that?
Where was he hit?
He had 5 bullet wounds in him by the time we got away.
5?
Yeah, 5.
Oh my God. Poor
right?
guy.
Yeah, and he got away. He's very lucky, you know. What we saw by the time we actually got out of the venue, he had nothing, and so the whole 1,050 or 1,100 shots, whichever one you want to look at, it makes no sense. There's no way there's only 1,100 shots. There's no way. What we saw out there, there's no way. You know, if you look, do you ever watch According to Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, his latest videos, especially his last two, you see all these missed shots. And just by the number of missed shots that he's showing, that he goes through, and the percentage there, and knowing what I saw, and the number of people that had multiple shots in them, that 1,100 is...
Okay. No, let me ask.
That's way too low.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Let me ask you this: could you smell gunpowder from where you were?
I never stopped to check about gunpowder.
Well, you were
honestly.
kind of in a flight mode, kind of a lot going on.
Well, when I went down on the ground, my head, I had my right ear down, and I was nose to nose with a gal who had a bullet wound to her head. And, my husband had said, I've been shot, and my only thought at that point is my husband's been shot. I don't know how bad it is. And watching a woman die right in front of my eyes, my thought is, I have to get my husband home. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, after your husband has been shot, you guys are kind of on the ground. Now, where did the bullets sound like they were coming from to you?
Yeah, at that point, the bullets were coming from the Mandalay Bay side, right?
Okay.
And my husband, when we were talking to the FBI, we finally, about 2:00 in the morning, finally had gotten into the hospital. And I was probably, at some point after that, we talked to the FBI, and he had told them that when he was looking up, he saw flashes. And, we look at our videos, when we're down at the ground and that distance, so when that second volley of fire first started, and mind you, there was only about 15 seconds from the time the first volley started and he got shot, turned, and told me to get down. So in that 15 seconds, where are the flashes? And that's kind of what you guys need to look for. When I look, I don't see flashes from the casino.
Okay.
Right? I see the flashes from helicopters in between. But I don't know. You guys would know better than I would.
Okay, so when you were trying to get your husband out of there, what were you guys instructed to do?
You know what? When we finally got up, it was after the third volley by the time we were able to get up. And both my husband and I were under the impression that the shooter was waiting for people to get up before he would start shooting again. That was really clear in our mind. I know people have been speculating that he was doing something else and then would come back to us. But to us, it seemed like as soon as we got up to run again, they would start shooting again. So I'm just throwing that out there because that seemed so real to us that as soon as we got up, that the firing would start again.
Okay, you keep saying they. So do you think there was more than one shooter?
I do, and especially towards the end. So maybe in the very beginning, maybe not so much. That second set of volleys seemed to all come from Mandalay Bay. But as it progressed, we got to, I was looking for help for my husband. So by the time we got up and we ran, we only found one security guard. And he wasn't really directing us anywhere. But keep in mind, too, that we didn't get very far before I found somebody. And we were in the front, so... we weren't out where the masses were. The front by the stage, there were only, what, 1,500 of us maybe, whereas the other 20,000 of them were more towards the back and probably had more help, more police presence maybe.
What gate did you go out of? What gate did you go out of?
We ended up, you know where our VIP seats were? We ended up hiding back behind where the VIP seats were. So we ended up, we couldn't get through that gate. We ended up running back behind where the VIP seats were.
Okay.
And there was a group of us back there that hid back there. And when we got back there, it was maybe, the third, the next set of volleys had just started again. And the ping started getting louder, and it was like they were chasing us over there. And at that point, I don't know how, I don't know how the shots could have gotten there. And then by the next set of volleys, they were right there. They were all around us. And so, the video where those people went back by the tanks, the fuel tanks.
Correct.
And you know how it got louder and louder back there? You
Yeah.
could hear the pings. That was exactly how it sounded for us. And if you watched Joe's third video, he showed that in the very beginning, he showed that fence line. Now, he didn't go all the way to where I was, but when we walked it after, there was a bullet hole right by where we were. The only thing is, where we were, there was also a bathroom that was there, and there is no way that a bullet hole could have been there and gone through the bathroom stall that was right there by us. So it had to have come from a different angle.
So that's something to check into if somebody goes to Vegas.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and it shows the burn mark around the bullet hole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no way it came from Mandalay Bay.
Okay, how's your husband doing today?
He's okay. He's still got 3 in him. They took 2 out. They were millimeters away from his main artery. And one of them is lodged real deep in his muscle. It's causing him all kinds of pain right now. The other 2 are in his calf, and they're not so bad. The other 2 are okay. So.
That's why I'm kind of doing this for people like you and your husband. We want to know the truth, and my wife lost 2 friends there that night, and that's what got me started. Was your husband in the hospital then for a while?
He was in and out of the hospital. So,
okay.
There were people that were a lot worse than him. By the time we got out, we rounded that corner on that gate that was right there by our VIP suites. And there were people that the road itself was just, there were people all over, and the heroics that were there were amazing. There were trucks coming in and putting people in and driving off and helping people that were on the ground. We turned a corner and there was a gal there, and she had just blood flowing out of her mouth. And at that point, we just stopped and decided to go back to our casino and see if we could get help there.
Okay, so where all did your husband get hit, if you don't mind?
It was all in his right leg.
Oh, wow. All 5 shots in his right leg?
Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Right?
That's like impossible.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we didn't know about 2 of them. We only thought there were 3 until we got to our room, and then he got undressed, and we found 2 more. Those 2 weren't bleeding or anything. But how can you have 2 of them that aren't bleeding and you don't know about. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, very interesting. So
Yeah.
what time was it when you got back to your room to get help?
Well, we got back to New York, New York. I think it was about 11. And we went by way of the church, and then around Tropicana, and then MGM. And MGM, when we got there, they people started coming out of there saying that there was a shooter there, and I'm worried about my husband. I wanted to get him back to New York, and get him help. So we kind of skirted around inside. There's nobody really there, and back up and went across the bridge into New York, New York.
Wow. So, how many times were you contacted by the FBI, or how many times did they talk to you guys and all
Just
that?
once. Just the once in the hospital.
Oh, wow. And then, so were you guys awarded some of the victim, like I donated, so I would kind of like to know, did you guys get some of the victim fund money and, from like Paddock's mom and all that?
No,
5 shots and still no victim fund money. I find that totally ridiculous.
Well, and I haven't been back to work. So
Wow. I feel bad my heart goes out to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. This just makes me want to do more.
Yeah, they said they advertised it, but I think they advertised it in Vegas, but we live in Oregon, so it's kind of like, how are we supposed to find out? And I kind of had to stay away for a little bit because I wasn't doing so well for a bit, and they only advertised for I think like 3 weeks. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you could think of that stands out to you? Or something you want to get off your chest that kind of would bring some light to, to help me out with what I'm doing, and I don't know, maybe somebody else would pick up on something and find something.
Well, I just saw that they released the footage in the casino.
Yeah.
I don't know if you looked at that, but I find it really odd. They only did the footage to the elevator and not to the room.
Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing. I don't think they showed us all of it, but I've watched it about 50 times already to try to see what I can see, and it doesn't add up to me, but I mean, I still have a lot to look at and go with that too. So
yeah, and I'm wondering too. There was one video, and I haven't seen it in a while, but there was one video of a couple of men, or I specifically remember one man dressed in black that was, I think he was on a trailer that had a gun, and if I recall correctly, that trailer was a food trailer that was to the left of the stage. That was
it kind of yellow?
Yellow, is that what you said?
Yes. Was the trailer kind of yellow, like yellow lights?
I believe so. Yeah, and wasn't it Mexican food?
I want to say so, or it was next to the pizzeria place, correct?
Right. Yes. I remember pizza and Mexican.
Yeah. Okay.
But I believe it's on the left side of the stage, and that could account for everything that was happening on the left side. So if they got there during the the third or fourth volley, and maybe they're the ones that ended up in Tropicana, too.
Okay.
Right? I don't know, but that would make sense. I mean, we
Yeah.
have a video of it, and
Let me ask you this. So,
I
in
don't know.
your husband's 5 shots that he took to the leg, are they all bullets, or are they shrapnel in different pieces?
3 of them are full, and then 2 of them are a majority size.
Okay, so pieces of. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but they're still majority size.
Right.
They were hollow points.
Oh wow. Okay, so that makes sense. They were hollow points that they found. Now, is
They
he
were
gonna have the
ugly.
other ones removed after a while, or what's their plan?
Well, I'm not sure. He's supposed to go back. It was a wait and see, and a lot of us are a wait and see. We've still got some that have some of the bullets that went in. I belong to a group that's got 6,000 of us in it, and some of these people have got bullets that exploded into just hundreds of pieces, or they have hundreds of pieces in them.
Right.
Multiple, but they just exploded on impact, and some of these people, and quite a few of them are women, are just in a lot of pain.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Yeah, I mean, they have pieces coming out just, frequently, and they still have a lot of pieces in them.
Oh, I bet. I bet. This is a hard deal. I want to thank you. I kind of want to do a part 2 so I can actually talk to you more. Now that we've kind of talked more, I want to talk to you a little bit more off the phone. Well, like
Okay.
off of video and then like on the phone, and then do a part 2 if you're okay with that.
Sure.
Okay, so I will contact you after, and then when maybe in a day or so we'll do this again.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you, Maureen. I appreciate everything.
You're welcome.
Okay, Maureen, you have a good day. Tell your husband get well, and we're thinking about him.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Wow, guys, what do you think about that? 5 shots all in the leg? Crazy. I had to cut it short. We'll probably do a part 2. I'm gonna take some of the comments and I'm gonna write them down, and we're gonna I think she was kind of nervous, and I kind of was too. I haven't done this much before, so I hope I did an okay job. I will get better with time. I have some other people I'm gonna interview, but that's how it goes. See, Corey Cole said that she saw a black guy with a gun too. So, not a black guy. I don't know if it was a black guy, but she said a guy in black. I want to make that straight. But I'm going to write some stuff down. I'll contact her. And she's from the Pacific Northwest too. So, that's kind of awesome. So, I appreciate everybody jumping on. I like all the comments. It's totally awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope to do more of it, but I don't think I'm going to be doing much of this for like the next 2 days, maybe because of the storm. No, Two Bear, this is herbal chew. I have to chew. It's like I've chewed for 21 years. I still haven't chewed regular chew. This is the Smoky Mountain Herbal Blend, non-nicotine, no tobacco. It really sucks, but I have to do something. Otherwise, I would just go crazy. So, it's just what I do. It's not very good. I have to spit because it's super minty. And I'm not like a real minty guy. So I ordered a different kind of chew and I've mixed it. So it's not so minty, but it is what it is. But, Aaron, we got to get going on some stuff. Sleep Dip. Chris, you're my brother right there. Chris W, you know who you are. But, hammer down, guys. Farmers for Truth. I got the shirts in the making. That's going to take me a couple days to get everything set up. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm going to get some stickers out. We'll do a giveaway. I'm very happy with how many subscribers I got. They're building every day. I appreciate all of you guys. And I will catch you guys soon. So if the storm doesn't snow me in, I'll be in touch. And I'm going to keep looking at that video of Paddock. And we will go from there. So hammer down, guys. Farmers for Truth. Go check out my website, farmersfortruth.com. If you guys could help out on PayPal for that girl who lost her dad the other day, my buddy, you could do that in my PayPal too. I keep everything separate. And we've raised over $100 for her already. So that's awesome. And, you know, if you guys like what I'm doing, help out. It helps with the channel. I'll get more shirts and we can do giveaways or whatever, sell some shirts and all that. And I am working on the 50-50 raffle, which will help raise some money too. It'll be $10 a ticket. The winner gets half the money and the channel gets half the money, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, you should be able to watch this again after, because it'll post to my channel. And I don't know if you guys noticed too, YouTube's going to be banning gun channels. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I got my DTube account set up, so I'm on Steam it and all that. So if something happens, that's where I'll go. But for now, we're sticking with YouTube because I like it. But hammer down, guys. Farmers for Truth, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Hammer down. What is going on here? How do I do this?